we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Purdy. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And the grab by Kroft. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Purdy to throw it on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the 49ers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Mitchell. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more with Mitchell. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They give it off here to the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the counter, it's Gainwell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
That's complete out left to Ayuk. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he's got room. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Throwing here, Purdy. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. 4th down try. Here's Purdy. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
57.
They go with McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
That's me, baby. Turn it up, turn it up.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
You played a good game.
Saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you
be
get
proud
out
of
your
that.
gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. So don't say nothing.
Another run here with Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They're going to run this with a tight end. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, D.
Here's Sanders. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
On the move past the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there. So maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, McCaffrey. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So the victory here for San Francisco. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during